Well, you've seen the title of the podcast. There's no mayo on it. Someone who listens to our show slept with the James Bond. It's incredible. You'll hear the story very, very shortly. We also got convinced to buy some cool stuff from Temu, which is Belle's favourite website. So we'll get to that soon. And we also talk about bald people a lot, which is Belle's best type of man as well, favourite type of man. So a lot of good stuff for Belle in this one, really.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You ready?
stop what you're doing and listen.
Live across Australia. It's radio. This is Ben, Liam, and Belle on Nova.
Good evening, Australia. It's a Friday. We made it. And I'm also very excited because we are debuting a new segment on the show just after 7. It involves one of us sitting on a glass chair, and it will be filmed.
Yeah. And
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, it actually sounds more exciting, to be honest.
actually, to be honest, are we filming or are we live streaming? We might also be live streaming it.
Well, you'll be able to see it in one way, shape, or another. But speaking of segments, we wanted to do this.
Have you touched a Bond? A James Bond, a Brosnan, a Connery, a Craig, a Lazenby. Not as good.
Is that the Australian one?
That's the Australian one. Did one movie.
Surely
Aw.
you would think being an Australian show would get plenty of Lazenbys.
To be fair, I know I just sort of ragged on Lazenby, but if you were, maybe if you're related to Lazenby, that is an incredible call. We're doing this because Aaron Taylor-Johnson, he is definitely the front runner now. Like he's from
Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Yes, that's what Belle knows him from. He's in a few things though. You know his face, and I think he would probably be a good Bond. But he's just been announced today as the global ambassador for Omega. So they're the watches that have been synonymous with Bond for many years. So a lot of people are saying, look, he's got a clear schedule. He's just made this big watch deal. It would make sense logically that in the next month they're going to announce him as the next James Bond to take on from Daniel Craig.
But it seems like a weird choice because, like you said, like I know him from Angus Thongs, but has he done other
Well,
stuff?
Daniel Craig, was in weird stuff before that. He
Oh,
wasn't necessarily
true.
like the Bond guy.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like they
think-
become it and then they become it.
You're right. They don't
Oh.
traditionally cast someone who is already a mega star. It kind of makes them a mega
It,
star.
it makes
I
them
see.
like what that. I mean, to be fair, it's the biggest role you'll ever do, right? Like being such a big character like that. So look, we've done this in the past. We've done Have You Touched the Pope? We've done Have You Touched the World Cup? It's always fun. Have you touched a Bond? Someone who's played James Bond.
Right, I feel like we should have probably
Not like
specified that.
not like Bondi Beach or like a Bond on something.
Yes, yes.
That's not a funny joke, guys. So don't make it. Lily in Melbourne. So you haven't made that joke, have you?
Oh,
She hung up.
I think she was going to make the joke.
Was she gonna make the joke? Do you think, guys?
Poor Lily.
Potentially.
She's
Julie.
like, oh no, that was my grand plan to win Mexican food. I'm so sorry.
Julie in Melbourne, have you touched a Bond?
I have. I was in Los Angeles and I touched Daniel Craig.
Whoa! What year are we talking? Was he James Bond at the time?
He was James Bond. It was at the premiere of his last James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace. And I was mistaken as being part of the press crew because I had a large camera and I got directed into the press line and had to push past him to get to the
Ooh.
press line.
Oh.
Okay, so you weren't actually in the press, but what were you doing there with a big camera then?
Oh, no, it was just my camera, but it was quite a large camera and we were just tourists in Los Angeles.
Wow.
That's definitely, in my opinion, if you're going to get a Bond, he's the best one to get.
Yeah. Hate to say it though, Quantum of Solace wasn't the last one. Sorry, Bond fan over here.
Oh. What was the last one?
Okay.
Was it No Time to Die?
I don't actually know.
Spoiler alert: he does die.
Wow.
Wait, really?
Well, you had enough time. It came out like 3 years ago.
That's
Yeah.
so sad.
James Bond dies in it. Yeah.
But it's
Wait.
revealed that he has a daughter.
But how does he die if it's going to continue?
Well, hang on. It's
Okay,
played
Belle.
by a different dude entirely.
But aren't
they do
portraying
this. They do the story
It's just-
again.
You do the story again. Like it's like.
Wait, it's all the same story?
Well, there has been. Well, it's from the books, so it's like. And then they're all similar. There is normally a villain with a creepy thing about them, like whether it's an eye patch or their teeth come out of their face or something like that.
Yep.
And they have a really nice house, and they'll invite James for a drink or some snacks, like some cabana or something, and then they'll sort of talk about how the world is shocking and they're going to destroy it.
You
And-
throw in an attractive woman in there.
Well, One or
Yeah,
two. One or two. A
right.
fast Aston Martin, perhaps. Bit of action. Wearing some different outfits, a lot of different climates in a Bond movie. Sometimes he'll be in like
I thought it was
snow
just-
terrain. Sometimes it'll be desert. And he'll have outfits that match
guy.
accordingly.
I thought it was just one guy, the same thing, and then he just goes through all these different
We're
things in life.
We're saying James
Okay,
Bond.
let's-
No, but how... We're saying, have you touched a Bond? So you've got to think about how many people have played James Bond.
Yeah, but I thought they were all portraying the same guy.
They are. That's what we're saying to you.
It's very confusing.
It's not confusing at all. Therese in Melbourne, have you touched a Bond?
Yes, I have.
one?
I would probably be back in the late 90s. A few girlfriends and I went to the Crown for dinner, and we were sitting in the bar, and we ran into Mr. Pierce Brosnan, and he gave us all a hug.
Gave you a what?
He gave us all a hug.
Oh,
What?
nice.
Brosnan.
So what was he doing there?
He was there promoting his first one, which I think was GoldenEye.
Yeah, I reckon it was. Yeah, that was a good one.
So
Yeah.
so was there like a red carpet and he was there doing like a
No,
premiere?
we were sort of sitting in the bar, and he'd just come down with a couple of his minders, I guess you'd call them, and he
Wow.
came down for a drink, and he actually sat down and had a chat with us, and and gave us all a hug.
What did he get for his drink order?
Oh, can't remember. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, what was it? You seen the movies?
You know, shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, it was there. It was right there for you. You're like, oh, Coke Zero, I think. I can't remember.
It was an absolute sitter.
Oh, you could have smashed it out of the park.
We thought we were done talking James Bond, but we have had a couple more calls on 13-24-10.
Yeah, we're talking about this because Aaron Taylor-Johnson, the actor, people are saying it's almost like 100% that he's going to be the next Bond because he's just done this big global ambassador deal with Omega, the watch that is the partner of James Bond.
Thought the partner with James Bond would have been Rolex, right? Like that seems the obvious choice.
I suppose it's just who's paying more.
Yeah.
It'd be Casio if Casio were willing to throw enough at the 007 franchise. Liz, in Australia, you touched a Bond?
Yes, I did. I massaged Sean Connery.
Oh, whoa. I mean, the most iconic, the original.
Very much so.
No longer with us.
No.
When was this? He must have been pretty old.
Yeah, look, it was probably back in 1995. I was in Scotland at the time and working at Gleneagles Hotel. And, yeah, obviously a lot of famous people came through. And I was the lucky therapist that got picked to massage Sean Connery.
Wow.
Okay, so like, did we do a whole body one? What was the go here?
Yeah, no, back massage and a pedicure. And he has really nice feet. Oh, had really nice feet. So.
Yeah, I bet.
That's a real man right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wonderful.
great.
Oh, mate, that's an incredible. I mean, massaging Sean Connery. I didn't think we were going to get that. That's so good. Claire in Melbourne, you've also touched a Bond?
Yes, I've actually done more than touch a Bond.
Oh.
Claire?
I've actually slept with a Bond.
No!
Are you kidding me right now?
Are we speaking to Miss Money Pussy?
What?
Tell us the
I'm
story.
What? Is that a character?
Yeah, it's a character from the
it's a
franchise.
character, it's a
Everyone, cool your
character.
jets. Gee whiz.
Oh my gosh, you're actually a Bond girl. Claire, who, when, how?
We were working on the same film together 30 years ago. And we just hooked up with a bit of a friendship on the film.
So was this like an ongoing thing for a little bit?
It was for the duration of the film, yes.
Can we say which
I mean,
Bond it is?
But it was kind of a little bit look, how can I say, controversial because I think he might have been seeing his current wife at the time at the beginning.
Oh.
He was method acting. baby, this is exactly what Bond would have done.
Can we know just
Okay.
what year it was? Or does that give it away?
Well, it was 30 years ago. I was 25 and I'm 56 this year.
30 years
Pierce
ago.
Brosnan.
Whoa,
You slept
Claire.
with Pierce Brosnan, haven't you?
Can you cough once? If it
Pardon?
was? Can you cough once if it was Pierce Brosnan?
Whoa! Woohoo! You doggy, we have liftoff.
Oh, Claire!
That's huge.
Wow.
you.
What a call.
You're listening to Young Kings, Ben and Liam. Oh, yeah, Belle's there too.
Second chance talkback, 13 24 10. These are all the phoners we've done throughout the week. We did What Are You Doing Without a License? A little bit dangerous. We did What Do They Have in Their House That Made You Realise They Were Rich? Someone had this giant aquarium in their house. That's pretty wild. What did you make the front page for? The list goes on.
13 24 10 if you missed any of them. Good evening. We'll kick it off with Sinead. You're calling for what's your job and what's your hidden hobby?
So my job is a recruitment consultant, and my hidden hobby is that I like field rifle.
So you go shooting?
Yeah, I've only just started getting into it. I've only done it about 5 times now. But yeah, I was a bit scared to sort of let it on at work because I feel like it comes off as kind of rednecky, and everyone in HR is very the opposite of that.
How old are you, Sinead?
I'm 20.
How many caliber are you putting in front of your shoulder?
God, I have no idea. I'm literally just borrowing my uncle's gun. I've got no clue what I'm doing, but it's so fun.
Sounds dangerous.
Everyone should go out once in their life, borrow their uncle's gun, and just go for a shoot on the farm.
I wish my uncle had a gun, man.
Doesn't?
Maybe he's got a hidden one.
Thank you very much.
We're currently doing Second Chance Talk Back. Jade in Brisbane, what's your dad's tale?
So he was a critical care paramedic in London, and he got to work on the set of Harry Potter, and it was at the same time they were filming a scene for Star Wars with Darth Maul. So he got to meet quite a lot of actors in the one day, and he actually got to take home the weights that the stunt double for Darth Maul was using on the set.
The what he was using?
The weights?
The weights, like to, just train his arms before he went on.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen The Phantom Menace, but the dude's doing flips, jumping everywhere. He's got the double-headed lightsaber. Yeah, you would have to train pretty hard to do all that stuff.
Wow.
What a wild time that was, though. They were filming Phantom Menace and Harry Potter on the same set.
Cooking 2 absolute bangers on the same set. That's crazy. That doesn't happen every day.
We're doing Second Chance Talk Back. Good evening to, Anonymous. What are you using without their permission?
I'm using my workmate's shoes, chef shoes.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, she only does like 2 or 3 shifts a month, and I do 3 a week. So she's got really comfy ones, like with the insert. So when she's not there, I wear them and then I put them back on top of her locker.
That's great.
Can I? Obviously, you're anonymous. You don't want to give it away, but can I ask, what industry do you work in?
I'm a chef.
Anon, after a big shift as a chef, are you getting real sweaty dogs?
Yeah, I just think it's funny that I'm wearing her shoes.
Yeah.
I can hear that in your voice, Anon. Thanks for the call.
Lee in Barizzi, what did you accidentally upload?
My mother accidentally put a video onto her Facebook feed of a woman shooting ping pong balls from her nether region.
Hey, hang on, why was your mum looking that up?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
You just thought it was funny. You wanted to put it in a group chat or something.
She wasn't the kind of person who would look that up. She didn't know how to delete it because she was not technology smart at all.
Well, obviously, that's what she's uploaded, yeah.
She's rung my husband up, freaking out. You need to get it off, you need to get it off. He's laughed hysterically. He did delete it, but not before he took screenshots to torment her with it.
I'm sure it was just a tormentor, yeah.
The Ben, Liam and Belle podcast is very nice. I can't even... I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
13 24 10. Did you cheat and get away with it? It's happening. It's official. Next year in Las Vegas, 21st to the 24th of May, the Enhanced Games. This is what they've been talking about for a while. It's like the Olympic Games, except everyone can use performance-enhancing drugs.
And I gotta say, can't wait for that.
I love the idea.
Look, I know it's obviously dangerous and it's not like I'm using performance-enhancing drugs, but I'm excited for this thing.
I mean, it's no more dangerous than the UFC, and I love watching that.
Yeah.
Like, if people want to push their bodies to the absolute limit for my enjoyment, go for it.
Do they have steroid checks and stuff in the UFC?
Yeah.
But what about the UFC with steroids?
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Oh my gosh, gross.
What about the UFC with weapons?
Okay. This
I
is
mean,
where
it's where we will be in 5 years.
it's where we were years ago. We're talking Gladiator here.
And
That's basically
history
what you're talking-
always repeats itself.
Exactly. Well, yeah, so the enhanced games are happening in Las Vegas, and no surprises here as well. Investors include Donald Trump Jr., who's backing it, but it is happening in May, so pretty much exactly a year this week. You can be watching it from Las Vegas. So 13-24-10, though, we want to do tonight. Did you cheat and get away with it? We do have prizes up for grabs. And look, that wording, take it as you want. You could do cheating at school. We could do cheating at work, cheat to get a job, or even in a relationship, I guess we'd take that. Or a sport, 13-24-10. And in Sydney, you cheated and got away with it?
I definitely did. In primary school, there's that saving water competition that every primary school kid does. And I wanted to win it, so I ended up copying a drawing from Google. I printed it out on an A4 piece of paper and then just traced over it and coloured over it as if it was all my own. And it ended up winning the biggest prize, one of the biggest prizes.
How good's that? Did you have the Premier's reading challenge at your school, Anne?
We did, yes.
That also feels like one that everyone cheated. They're like, I read 5 books this week. Like, no, you didn't, mate.
Well,
No,
I
you didn't.
read 50.
Oh, really? Like, even the teachers would know. They're handing out those medals. Like, kid, I've seen you, mate. Yeah, there's no way you've read that many books.
Yeah, we've all seen you try to read paragraph 3.
Also, so that's interesting, and you're in Sydney. I grew up in Adelaide myself, but I suppose the Premiers are all setting this challenge.
You must get together in a big boardroom somewhere.
Yeah, maybe that's the main part of the job. Because it should be the Prime Minister's challenge if we're all doing it.
Anne, I love that. Thank you very much. Great example. 13-24-10. Did you cheat and get away with it? And I tell you what, we'll try and reward the biggest cheat tonight with 12 months worth of KO. Give us a buzz.
Stephen in Melbourne, you cheated and got away with it.
Yeah, 31 years ago, I went down to do my learner's test. Unfortunately, I failed my written, so I went all the way back home and asked a mate if he can go and do the test for me. He went in and told him that he couldn't afford to get the photo done on that day, so he's gone home. I've come back in, got my photo done, and got my licence.
Whoa.
Loophole. Big
so
loophole.
good.
I mean, I'm sure they've cracked down on that a little bit now.
Yeah.
But
How did you go with the P's test?
P's, no. Oh, well, actually, I failed the first time, but that was on the handbrake start, but I did get the P's all on my own.
Okay, very good.
Good stuff,
good
mate. We
on
can
you,
still trust you on the
Steve.
roads. But we will be passing on your number to the police, and it will be stripped from you. Tess in Sydney, you knew someone who cheated and got away with it.
I do. I know someone who's been cheating on their partner of almost 25 odd years for the past 6 years. I know this because I'm the mistress.
Whoa.
Tess.
Didn't see that one coming.
Okay, so Tess, this person has been with their partner for 25 years and you have
Yep.
been seeing them for the last 6 years.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
And they're married?
No. No married, not married. They don't have kids. They met, as I said, a long time ago. They've been together for 25 years. And, I met him on a night out one day. We just got chatting at the bar, exchanged numbers, and it went from there.
You sound pretty young, Tess. Is this guy a little bit older?
Oh, I'm not young. I'm a lot older than what I appear to be.
Really?
To put it into,
You sound very young.
To put it into perspective, I actually have 2 teenage children.
Well, you sound like you're in your 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm a lot older than that. I'm way closer to 40.
And do the teenage children know that your partner has another sort of partner?
No, they've never met him. I've kept that very personal, very private, away from that because of all sorts of implications that could arise.
So, Tess, are you, while you're seeing him, are you allowed to have a relationship?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep,
right.
absolutely, yep. We still have free to do whatever we want. He's come to watch my dance shows. I've gone to watch him play soccer. I'm actually currently sitting in the car park, waiting to go inside at a restaurant for dinner with him. So,
Oh, and then he's going to go, were you just on the radio talking about this?
I just pulled up in the Uber, and I was just listening to an Uber, and it just sounded like you just sort of called up a national radio station and said, "Was that you?"
Also, sweating if you've been with someone for 25 years who plays soccer who's working late tonight. You know what I mean? You're going, hello. What's going on? You're putting the pieces together.
Yeah,
there was enough breadcrumbs there.
Exactly.
you
And
know?
we won't ask any more, Tess. Thank you so much for sharing and calling up.
Tess, that was pretty juicy. A lot like Guzmani Gomez's new Guerrero marinated chicken. You got yourself $50 on us.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys.
No.
Good on you guys. Loving that.
Oh, thank you, Tess. Really appreciate
We
that.
love
Thank
you.
We love you too.
Cancel dinner, honey. We may as well go straight to Guzmani.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast.
It's a very simple game. There is a glass chair here in the studio. Liam is outside the studio currently, so he can't hear this radio break. On the chair, we're going to put an item. He can use his ass to feel what it is and nothing else. Now, he's playing for Kelly in Brisbane. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm good, guys. Thanks. How are you?
Yes, very good. Now, Liam's playing for you. I'm going to put you back to the producer so you can't hear what it is either. We'll speak to you in just a second. So you listening right now, so you're in on it, Liam's going to be sitting on a fidget spinner. He has 60 seconds to guess what it is to win that prize for Kelly. All right, Liam, come back in. All right, turn his mic on. You there, mate?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, got you now. All right, if you walk over to the glass chair, Belle is going to go over to the chair and put down the item.
Are we live streaming under the chair?
Are we live streaming under the chair?
No.
I think, no, we're not.
Oh, I can't. I'm not looking at it. That's
Okay,
what
good.
I'm saying.
Okay, good.
I've also got jeans on. Did you explain that?
You have got jeans
It's not
on.
some sort of weird subscription thing.
All right, I've got 60 seconds on the clock. Liam, I will let you have as many guesses as you want, but I'll also give you 2 clues if you need it.
All right, nice.
All right, here we go.
Okay. I'm lowering the bum now. I cannot feel anything.
There's something there.
Really?
There is something
It must
there.
be very small.
Work it, mate.
Very thin, very small. Is it a marble?
It's not a marble.
It's not that small.
It's virtually non-existent.
Squishy ass.
Yeah, I've obviously got a bit of junk in the trunk. Kelly, it's very flat, whatever it is. There's not much girth to it.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah, give us a clue.
If you spin around, you know what it is.
Is it
Oh.
a yo-yo?
Not a yo-yo.
A wheel?
Getting close.
Yeah.
Really, 10 seconds, mate.
Oh, geez.
We can't stop using it in the office.
Oh, geez, what is it? Oh, God, I'm trying to move around on it. Oh, what is it?
You've been playing with it all week.
Oh, fidget spinner!
Buzzer beater!
Kelly was a fidget spinner! I was sitting on a fidget spinner! Oh!
I can't believe, Kelly, you guessed it before Liam did.
Wow. That was literally on the last second of the game.
That is the thrill of, but what is it? That's hard though. It's so thin. Like it was felt like nothing.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast at 2 times speed, it's the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast.
What did you buy on Temu? We all know Temu. It's the website. It pops up everywhere, all over your socials. If you go to the actual website, it has all the pop-ups with the spin it to win it, and then you can't avoid it. You have to spin it, and then when you spin it, you get like 100% off your first purchase.
Yeah, I've won it. I may as well. I'm here now.
It is a wild, wild website, but people buy stuff off there all the time. 13, 24, 10. What did you buy off Temu? Because there's a woman in the Sunshine Coast got caught by the cops. She was pulled over, given a fine because she'd bought this off Temu. She was on a motorbike and she had her, I would say, medium to large size dog.
It's like a Groodle.
Strapped to her chest while riding the motorbike. And they said you can't do that if the dog sees something and it starts to try to chase it. Or if the dog moves, you could crash, hurt yourself. So she got slapped with a fine. She said, I didn't know it was illegal. I just bought it off Temu.
There's so many weird things though. I'll look at I'll be scrolling and it will be like a mask and the head is like broccoli and it'll be like, do you want this? I'm like, why would I want that?
Maybe there's a mask theme because I always get the it's a mask and then where the mouth is they've attached a vase.
Yes.
What?
Which I don't know what you'd do with that, but
perhaps if there was some sort of herbs that could be in the hay. I don't know.
Flowers
right.
maybe.
Flower,
in the
yeah, I
vase.
don't know.
I just,
Yeah, I don't know.
can you, I'm scared. I got my phone next to me. I probably need to take it out because you keep saying it and I'm scared I'm going to get ads now and I don't want that.
I have also been, they keep serving this thing, Temu keeps serving me this thing where it's like a rubber band that you put on your head and you can be your own barber. So you give yourself like a fade because it's like you put it there and it's like, okay, you go to a 1 to that point, and then you just like keep going. I'm like, surely it doesn't work, but I don't know.
No.
Tiff in Sydney, you've bought something from Temu?
Yeah, so my friends and I like to buy the weirdest gifts we can at Christmas time for each other
That's
on
good.
Temu.
That's fun.
And I got this lamp that's a chicken, and the bulb is the egg coming out its bum.
And what would that set you back?
It was about $25.
Pretty good.
So you actually got ripped off there because I've just Googled that because I was like, that sounds like a fun present for the office. $14.36 now. I can get that on Temu. And if I spin, I could probably get that for 10.
Man, I want to go on Temu.
Stop promoting. This
Powered
is
by
not.
Temu.
Hey, can we say this is not a sponsored bit at all? And
They've got a John Pork pillowcase. You know that meme, John Pork?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm going to get
Yeah, no, this is not sponsored whatsoever, and we want to know the weird things you've got there as well.
Unless, of
like,
course-
I am adamantly against Temu, and I will openly say I am so against it, and all of it's like just plastic and everything. So this is not sponsored.
Unless, of course, they want to sponsor the show, in which case I would welcome that.
I will not be a part of that.
I have used Temu a few times. I bought some bed sheets from Temu.
You didn't.
I did.
Why?
'Cause I needed some bed sheets.
Go to a local shop.
That's expensive.
Ben.
13 24 10 is our number. What did you buy on Temu? The weirder the better.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved.
Ben Lehman Bell here on Nova across Australia, brought to you by our proud sponsor Temu.
No, not a sponsor.
No, we are talking about Temu though tonight because you can get some great stuff on there. And there's this woman who bought a dog harness in the Sunshine Coast. She was caught with a dog harness strapped to her body while she was on the motorbike, and she got slapped with a fine.
And she didn't think there was anything wrong with it because it was bought off Temu. But of course, just because you buy it off Temu doesn't mean it's legal. As we've learned.
In fact, quite often, probably the opposite of that.
Yeah. In fact, it's probably the best place to go if you're thinking about doing some crime or something. I don't know. Edward in Brizzy, what did you buy on Temu?
G'day, guys. I bought a shirt from my mate that said, "Don't be a loser, keep gambling."
Oh.
Oh God, what? How much housekeeping do I have to do today? Not only is this not sponsored by Temu, and I'm against it, but we do not endorse gambling.
I'm just having a look at some of the shirts now.
And
There's a funny one with the green bar, and it says "fart loading." I might get that for you for Christmas, Ben.
Obviously, gamble responsibly, please.
There's also smoke meat every day. That's funny.
It's pretty good. That's a good dad shirt.
Yeah, it's good dad. Like if someone in your life. Oh, this is funny. It's a mug. And it's the Audi logo, and it's an old person, and it says oldie.
I also
so you could
reckon
get someone if they're a bit old.
That shirt would be good quality.
Probably, yeah. Temu do some
Absolutely
good
not.
quality stuff.
Absolutely not. It will be crap.
Cassie in Melbourne, what did you buy on Temu?
I bought the best kitchen sink on Temu.
You got a kitchen sink on there?
An actual kitchen sink?
An actual kitchen sink. And it came with all the fittings and everything, and it works an absolute treat.
I mean, they got everything on Temu, including the kitchen sink.
Yeah, it's like, there's the expression, the kitchen sink. They've literally got it. They must have said, that's an expression, so we'll do that.
Wow.
I mean, I might actually renovate my kitchen through Temu. I don't know.
You know what you should do? Go to a local shop and support them.
Emma in Sydney, what did you buy from Temu?
I bought a swinging hammock chair for my balcony on Temu.
Pretty good.
The best thing was 6 weeks after I ordered it, it hadn't turned up, so I got a refund.
Yeah.
And a month after that, it turned up.
It's Temu. The customer service through the roof there.
They're giving out free chairs.
Stop.
Wow. You can get this roast chicken hat. And that's only $6. I mean, it's rude not to.
That's so good.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel.
If you're a Pitbull fan, I'm sure by now you've seen the news that he is coming to Australia this year. Because everyone's talking about him, I saw a photo in my feed of him with hair. Never seen that photo before. He can definitely rock a dead set head of hair. Like, it looks good on him.
It does, but I would say that's because of his face. Like, he is hot, and I would say he is hot bald as well. Like,
You don't think he's more attractive though with those thick? He has, because you assume that Pitbull can't have hair because you're so used to seeing him full skin head. But that is an amazing head of hair he's got there.
Yeah, and like everyone does the bald cap thing where everyone dresses up with a bald cap and like, I don't know, it's like making fun of him, but it's also a laugh with him, not at him kind of vibe. But I would say, my partner Christian, he's bald, and I don't have a problem with that because he's a man and he's a manly man.
Is that a choice thing?
Well, it's not. No, it's not a choice.
So that's the thing. No, it's wild. Like normally, it's not a choice, and some people rock it well, but if they could have luscious hair, they would have it.
Yeah, but there was also a study recently that showed that women are very attracted to bald men, and I support that because I think it's a manly man thing. If
What
they're
about
bald.
Vin Diesel?
Oh yeah, hot.
What about Bruce Willis?
Hot, yeah, totally.
Phil Collins?
He's very old now, isn't he?
He is bald.
Yeah, I mean he's not bad looking.
What about Wallace from Wallace and Gromit?
That's a cartoon character. I like what's on the inside of him.
He loves cheese. Wensleydale. What about Gary Ablett Jr.?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hot and built and hot. Built and hot is like, yeah, that's good. Are you just gonna give me men and I just have to say that?
Lex Luthor, the character from the evil guy from Superman.
I don't know who that is. You know I don't know who that is.
He's a bald scientist guy.
Well, okay, I just rewatched Breaking Bad recently. Hank, the DEA guy, the brother-in-law.
Hank.
Hot.
Yeah, you reckon Hank's hot?
Yeah, and he's got the beard.
He looks like he's just got a lot of cholesterol. Really?
Yeah, he would, but like he's got. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Do you just if we stay on Breaking Bad, then Walter?
Oh yeah.
What about Mike? The guy, like the assassin. He doesn't have hair.
I was gonna say he's hot, but like he's endearing.
Mm.
And he
It's just good
vicious.
to know where you sort of stand on these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about what's his name from Seinfeld?
Oh, George Costanza.
George Costanza,
He's receding, isn't he?
Oh, he
That's
has
different.
just around the side.
Yeah, no, I'm not into the side one. No, Christian, my partner, he gets a side one if he doesn't shave, and we make sure we call it mullet day when he's got when it's outgrown, and I go, the mullet's out. We don't do that.
And that's it.
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Belle.